This is the story of Austin Bailiff, a typical American teen, part of a typical American family. Loves hanging out with his friends and loves sports, especially playing football. But in a single careless moment, his life changed forever.
It's like your parents have said over and over again, play with fire, you'll get burned. If you choose to mess around, you'll end up getting burned.
They got into the garage and then they took a work glove and they poured some motor oil down into the work glove. And then they lit some matches and threw those into the glove. They were trying to light a glove on fire, thought to see what it would look like burning, and nothing happened. So they decided, let's pour some gasoline in there and get it going.
The corner of the tag on the inside had caught on fire. And then my friend, before I could tell my friend to stop, he had already started to pour that gasoline, and the gas can is like about yay big. So we had to tip it up to get it to come out, and it just came rushing out, and it spilled on my left hand. Set that on fire, and then the other gasoline went into the glove, had nowhere to go because the glove was closed. So the backdraft came back up on me and set my body on fire.
Austin panicked and ran, but running only made the fire burn faster.
And I see my brother go running by, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because he's on fire and he's yelling, oh God. And so I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I was thinking, well, grab water. So I had a pitcher of water in a cup, poured water on him and started the hose faucet and got him to where he was completely out. And then I just told him to go get in the shower.
And then my mom came home and she saw me there. And when she opened up the shower curtain, the first thing I did was put in my hands and tell her that I was so sorry. I'll never do this again. You can ground me for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. I'm really sorry. And all she could see on the bottom of my hands was just blood. It was just pure blood. You couldn't see skin or muscle tissue or nothing.
Austin was airlifted to the hospital, and that's where his parents got the news.
This is a terrible, terrible situation. He was 75% of his body, third-degree burn. 90% of his body was burned.
He was just laying there lifeless. Obviously, he was in a coma, but he was still alive. I still saw the vital signs going, and his blood pressure was really low, but I saw the vital signs still going. And then the doctor came back, and he said, you need to make arrangements. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, you need to go prepare yourself. This is really bad. He's got, right at this point in time, 5% chance of making it the next hour.
But Austin defied those odds, thanks in large part to the burn care he received from Shriners Hospitals for Children. But recovery has been slow and painful, and Austin says it's not worth the thrill he thought he'd find playing with gasoline.
There's all the emotional damage you'll do to the people around you, like your family, your friends, your relatives, and then you have to deal with all the scars for the rest of your life, and they don't, like I said again, they don't go away. If I saw a kid that was about to play with fire, I would sprint as fast as I could to that kid, and I would talk until I couldn't talk anymore. And I would do whatever I could to persuade that kid to not do that. I would show them my stomach. I would show them my arms and my legs. I would do whatever I could. Just because I don't want that same thing. I don't want anyone to have to go through what I went through. If you want to experience so much pain that you couldn't even imagine it in your worst nightmares, then I guess go ahead and do it if you want to experience basically you're in hell.
Gasoline, the mixture is so explosive, so deadly that you don't realize. You think you can handle it and you think you have it under control, but it can get you in 1 second and it can change your whole life right there, right then.
Gasoline injuries are preventable. Share Austin's story and warning. Never play with gasoline or fire. For more burn awareness information, visit burnawarenessweek.org. This message was brought to you by Shriners Hospitals for Children.